Hello, welcome back. I'm just got done setting the upload for episode 1.
There will be no peace in my wake.
So yeah. In the last episode, I'm not all there. But yeah, Ivan's not going to get that battle scar healed until... Ooh, a laser pistol. Well, no, Ivan's going to stick with the sniper rifle. That don't look so good. You don't like the... Why are you still following us? You don't like the color... You don't really... Oh.
Patience!
Navigator sector.
She did it.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Master, watch your head.
Eh?
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valensis. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
Entity and your consciousness shrinks and crawls, and deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you.
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you, von Valensis, are a sorcerer too, just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
Officer's frequency, to all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hand are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once, prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the Navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the Engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our Master Cog, and the silence that followed.
So did they kill the Master Navigator, or did they kill the Master Fox Operator?
What? You don't mean the Engineer Prime is...
Okay.
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks. Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a Navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Says the also noble mutant. Show your party, which now consists of several characters. To select all, you can drag one character. Select multiple. Just drag. Floor. Question: is there anything to loot over here? And yes, I just figured out that I can move with the WASDA. Locked door.
What lies beyond?
Destroy the field. Don't keep the master waiting.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Ew, paper mache. And then you. Okay, so basically what I've been doing.
What if?
If only this was a... First things first. Let's take out you. Or at least an attempt.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Yes. Yes. Oh, she's also... Yeah.
But of course.
Psychic Scream deals 7 to 16 damage to a target. Okay, what does this do? Okay, so we want to take...
I'm not so sure. No can do. There is movement in the Empyrean. Was what an unfortunate turn of fate.
A tactically sound approach. It will be done. Someone else can do this.
Is there anywhere we can get a shot from? I don't think so. Okay, so there is friendly fire. The creature in the chair appears to as if he has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily. The air writhes as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits in its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. The two ordinary eyes, as well as the third one that sits on the creature's forehead. Oh! I didn't even see that the first time. I don't see the gills though. Oh. I believe Master Vespidus still lives. Flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature. The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive. Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one. The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. Your time is short. The voice is coming from the Vox rail at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. The navigator starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts again as its bones creak and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can. His layers remain slowly turning crimson. The gill slit burst open, forming two hideous screaming mouth-like pits. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. It comes from beyond. His body is not his. The screams is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigators succumb to the paroxysms of corruption. Its much thunders under the burden of hope's Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your soul with myriads of words and meaning, each one of a potent of salvation with me. Then Edgar continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling. But then his fits stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eye is turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with a blood coming out of his nose and through its purplish swelling around the eye. Can't tell if this is chaos corruption or not, because if it was, it might be Slaanesh or Zeech's corruption. I don't think Nurgle would be doing this, and I know Khorne would not. Because the extra mouths kind of think of Zeech, but the tentacles are more... Is tentacles also Zeech? Run, flee from this place while I still have the strength. Words come out of the fox as a labored rattle. I am certain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the help. Master Helmsman's help. Glazes at the figure in the chair. The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of a master helmsman. If he is still alive, it is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join the forces with Elthrat and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the Servo Skull relayed to us earlier. Mr. good luck and thank you. Edgar doesn't seem to give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids. The vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static. It spares with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Okay. Ooh. You wanna know what? We're going to keep the sniper rifle. Your trophies were packed into cargo.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
The happiest of boys are on their way. Which way is that? I don't know. Do we go here? Door's still locked.
There will be no peace in my wake.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot this!
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step further. Not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God.
My light. My Emperor.
White-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing, weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue to eliminate every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you? The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by smears of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Metaphysical forces composed to psychic energy that exists in an alternate dimension known as the Warp. Chaos!
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation. So I suggest we all do just that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice. Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Can be equipped. This is a better sniper rifle. Yes! We know how to.
The stars are my canvas, and anarchy, it's my brush.
Combat characters may need to use different kinds of weapons, which can be prepared and advanced. Open your inventory and prepare different weapon sets to switch to a different weapon set. Combat, press X. Does not cost action points, you say? Just to be on
To
the safe side.
I am an enigma.
There we go. Just to be on the safe side, so we have a different weapon on hand that we could smack people with.
Let us seize the moment. Schemes within schemes.
More enemies to face judgment. We are truly blessed this day.
Are you ready to die?
Pain is but an illusion.
It is painful!
On it. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Just a minor setback.
Oh, I know what? I'll just read. Gains +4 MP. Their next attack costs 1 AP less. Does not count towards the attack limit per turn. Until the end of the turn, the soldier becomes winded and has a penalty to shoot. Recital. Grants momentum +6. Yeah, this is so unfortunate.
That is not the Emperor's will. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Okay, who's next in the lineup? You are. So let's go with 2.
I'll do it. Strike is a prayer.
X. 2. Okay, so there's no way we can get their weapon.
A genius at work. Ah, another one is shattered.
I will do my duty. I took care of this one.
But of course.
Be gone. I will endure.
Oh dear.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Everything's just out of range.
A wicked thought. Ah, fate claims another one.
My place is at the fore. Victory is imminent.
Will do.
Damn it!
Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Oh, everybody's fully healed.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
And I can't put any more of these in there. Actually, what do we have that has the highest? 40, 30, 30, 35. Okay, I can't use it.
What curiosity unveils itself before me?
Ooh, a key and medicine right sets. Set up secrets and that can apply the keeper of any technology machine right set. Additional opportunity to call out a machine spirit and interact with devices and expendable items.
Oh, one step at a time amidst the madness.
Relic of the ship. Well, I guess these guys we haven't looted yet. Okay, we're maxed out on guns.
They will
sadly.
see. Oh yes, they all will see.
I don't know why, but the mad voice kind of reminds me of Xenos from.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Reminds me, kind of sounds like Xenos at some points. Now that I think about it, I don't know if this is also the same voice I think I heard in, what was it, Tiny Tina's Wonderland? And again, it just might be my hearing.
It won't open. The damned heretics have blocked the door, trembling at the thought of our approach.
A melter charge will help. There's probably one around here somewhere.
The Emperor sets my path.
Oh! Needs melter charge.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Oh, open door. Door, the character with the highest tech will make the skill check. Okay.
Applaud my brilliance.
Your character is able to make a tech skill test, dialogue during explanation. The success of test is determined by rolling a 100-sided die. Oh well. Let's see how we fail.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
What's this? Operator gloves.
I have a different perspective.
There you go.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
Never doubt me.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
See? Right there.
More keys. She's also an operative. What did you choose? Awareness. And you're a soldier. Revel in slaughter.
To the ordinary, I am an enigma.
barricade.
What lies beyond? There. Done.
Deck officer's helmet.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
There you go. You need that. You need the helmet.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
What's gonna blow up? Is that it? Gonna blow up with some more? What the fuck did they just summon? The roar of the flames ring in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and grasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms, and the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Loretta von Maxius. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so, for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, and the other is raised in an inviting gesture. Are you lost, my heir? An apparition is sorcerer's trickery of the warp. Sister, you will lower your weapon. Despite his familiar tune, does not sound too confident. He is staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle on his cheek twitching, threatening the Lord Commander is outrageous. I'm a rogue trader, Ivan. I am wherever my will demands me to be. Would you prefer to be elsewhere at this time in Bleed? But are you ready? Watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. I can leave you out of these flames, Ivan. Show you a path, rid you of pain, give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word it speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demand that you give her an immediate answer, and the answer can be nothing other than acceptance. Do not listen to the abomination, Ivan. If there is not but his right in your heart, you are resolved in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects his faithful, will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises, nor will the fire burn those who carry the touch of faith in their soul. To the void with you! We need to follow Lady Third before we suffocate in this furnace. The people, confused people, Ivan, the survivors from the middle deck. We must help the crew lead them out. Find a way around. Over the roaring flames, you hear distant sounds, frightening screams with a body of, as if they were a body of water. Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with it. Breaks off and starts coughing violently. Her knees buckle and she looks like she's about to fall. Ivan, what are we waiting for? Walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path. Get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness, but are powerless to stop you. You take a step forward, and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you, and their voice fades into the firestorm. You hear the voices of your companions calling you from behind, and screams of the weak dying in inescapable blaze. Whoops! The burning inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drawing out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to open, free from flames. You take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. The rush of blood in your temple and the horrible pain all over your scorched body cloud your mind before suddenly retreating as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads throughout your veins, and despite the wounds, your body is once more ready to trail and struggle. You open your eyes and see a glow of the warmth, the light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. And the next moment, you are struck with another realization. The repulsive presence, the one that has purged your mind since Fulgurth wounded you, is gone. The flame seems to have burned the entity away without a trace. You always gotta believe in the power of fire.
Master, can you hear me? Oh, you're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Behind Agatha, you see Idra double over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who were following you have withered away in the fire that continues to range mere 2 steps away from you.
You're delirious. Whatever it is you think you are seeing.
He seems driven by your words, but casts another glance at the Aquila you just pointed out.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But he perceived its true nature.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What, we'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard, you tell her.
Somebody needs to go back to school! Go back to Psyker School! Learn about the dangers of the warp!
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Even if you were amicable another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong and your limbs obey you without fail. And yet, deep inside whatever next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit, but is the adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much further. Ivan, do my eyes deceive me? I could swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake. I did not expect you would make it here in time. After all, the mutiny cut the entire crew off guard as they scattered all over ship. I must say, your wounds. 95% chance, here we go! It does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance his face has taken on a strange hue. The skin at his temple appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screeching quality. These are no traces of fatigue or stress. The psychic body has begun to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp. Notice the signs of my blessing, have you, Ivan? Yes, the warp has taken its toll, but I am still sane and able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the Von Velissus bloodline to the end, and if the price is the eternal curse of mutation, so be it. Now let us steal our souls. Our greatest trial awaits. I've gathered everyone who answered the Fox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant. In our midst, we are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform. When did you and she part ways? In that hallway over there. It was at this elevator. Master Elchidor, the Lord Captain, accompanied by the Archmilitant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts. This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I am still receiving fragmented reports from the bridge. Conrad Vox is spotted there, and even the scant intelligence of his activities reminds me of description of sorceress rituals. If that traitor has resorted to witchcraft, we must stop at once. I'm ready for the assault on the bridge. No. Voice is dry, but there's a genuine concern in it. You must certainly are not. You are barely stand upright after what happened. It is best that we go to retrieve Lady Theodora and let her commence the attack on seeing Edrical's voice gives you the impression that his primary goal is ensuring Theodora's safety, not yours. Reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid once you have found the Lord Captain. You must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Until next we meet, Ivan, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle. He salutes with his weapon and turns to his retinue. Up.
What advice do you seek? This wound will make a fine scar.
Oh, your efforts are noted.
There we go.
I am at your service.
Yeah, we'll call it there for this episode. I am doing basically the same way I did in the 14, where I have a timer for about an hour, so I'll try to keep these episodes about an hour, even though this beginning has seemed to love inopportune times. But I'll see you all in the next.